Hello, Randy here with the Valentine Goose channel, coming at you, also known as Star Thinker all over the internet. And I've been watching a lot of Wallace and Gromit, so I'm just going to say I'm so excited. I don't know why they do that, but that's what they do. and, so yeah, I can't wait. I do have to work tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm leaving as soon as my relief gets here. I don't care what time it is, and I'm going to tell them tonight to be early. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hit the road. Um, yeah, it's just incredible. I got my car almost all the way packed. I just got to put my clothes and some toiletries in there. And I have a special bucket that requires no explanation, but I got to make sure I put that back in there too. But my car, my car sets up as a camper, like a micro camper, and I got that all set up. I got the seats laid down. I got the bed put together. It's really a neat setup, and I might, when I'm in the desert doing nothing, I might take a video of that. I'm trying not to yawn because I got the yawns tonight. So anyway, yeah, it's been a nice week. Here's the story of the coin. I never got my coin back from Denver, so that's still floating around somewhere. If that does turn up, I'll add it to the pot, but I really doubt at this point it's going to turn up. I did have a 2015, and I did carry it in my pocket, so it was all scratched up and beat up. There's no way it would make an MS-69. And my real question is, I've looked at this coin, and I've graded coins in the past, and I don't know why this isn't an MS-70, but they graded it as an MS-69. It was one of the very few I could find online, and I paid $2,100 for it. And I know if you look at the PCGS number, if you go to with the numbers after the decimal, you can go to the PCGS site and look up their evaluation there. It didn't really say why they graded it as an MS-69. I don't see a flaw on it anywhere. It's nice and shiny. It's a first strike. I don't know, but anyway, it is graded, so it isn't one that I've carried around in my pocket. So I wish I had that one back because it's just nice to carry around a gold coin. It's like you feel like you're back in the 1920s, But anyway, I think it'd be cool to buy one of those and then go into a store and like buy $50 worth of stuff and give them this coin worth $2,000. I was really surprised once I went to the bank, and I just, out of the blue, I just happened to say, hey, do you got any 50-cent pieces or dollar coins? And they gave me like Eisenhower and Kennedy coins, and I'm like, wow, okay, I'll take them. And they were just at face value. They just gave them to me at face value. But yeah, that was kind of cool. And, but yeah, so it is graded. I've had that certificate of deposit for a while, and it's a special one. It's one you can add to, and that's why I got that special one. It's a little, I can't remember if the rate's any different, but as I get money, I can add to it. I will probably add that 500 to it, and yes, I rounded. $38 is nothing. I just wanted to get that bundle of 500. And I had to. It's funny because like I couldn't find a bank that had a bundle of 500. And I was like, this is too bizarre. Finally, my bank had one, and I grabbed it. I was gonna do the video with 5 $100 bills, but that didn't turn up. So anyway, what else? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just excited. So I'm leaving work. I'm leaving right after work on Tuesday morning. It's a 12-hour drive to La Junta. And I'm going to La Junta first. I got some business there, and I'm hoping to hit La Junta. It's a 12-hour drive, so if I drive straight through, I'd get there about 8 o'clock at night. But I know I'm going to have to sleep, so I'm hoping to get there between midnight and 3 a.m. And that'll allow me time to do what I got to do, and then head to Denver. I think it's a 2-hour drive from there to Denver, 2 or 3, and it's through the barrenest, bleakest part of the desert. And there's actual signs that say, there's nothing for 70 miles. Make sure you've got gas and make sure you're covered for 70 miles. And yeah, and since this is a UFO hunting trip, I might just pull over somewhere. I pulled over before because I made this trip 100 times from Denver to La Junta. And sometimes I get tired, I'll just pull over. There's lots of little places to pull over. And one time I got caught in a thunderstorm that was just crazy. I'm watching these big, huge lightning strikes all around me. And then I realized I'm probably the tallest thing in the area. So I got, I sat in my car and I got like 100 pictures of lightning that night. That's all I did was stand there, take pictures of lightning. And I thought, you know what? I just realized this lightning is all around me and I'm standing right in the middle of it and I'm probably taller than everything in the desert. Yes, I got in my car and then I started to worry about, lightning's going to strike my car, and it started to pass and I was safe. So there's that. So yeah, if I don't see any UFOs, at least I'll see a starry sky. The place where I'm going after Denver is, if you look at a light pollution map of the U.S., this is one of the darkest places I could find. That's not further out. But yeah, it's like the lowest light pollution on the map. So I'm quite happy with that. And I did time this. The new moon is tonight, I believe. And so it'll just be a very sliver of a waxing crescent when I'm in the desert. So my plan is from La Junta, head to Denver. I'll probably get some 4 or 5 hours sleep at some point. Head to Denver. I got a few things I got to check out. And I'm going to make a clue video at one of the clue sites that nobody solved yet. And I might not release that for years, just years and years. And then, I don't know, there's a few places I wanted to visit. And then I'm going to stock up on some food and head to the desert. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. I can't wait. I ordered this tarp. It's so funny. It attaches to the side of the I almost said escape because I haven't escaped too, but it attaches to the side of the element, and it's like it makes a kind of a tent on the side of the element. And I did buy the largest one, and because it came in 4 sizes, and it just came today, and I thought, well, I'll just leave it all packaged up and I'll just throw it in the truck. And then I thought, I'm going to just unpackage it, just see what it is. So I'm in my little tiny apartment that only has a 6.5 foot ceiling, and it kind of unfolded itself, and I'm like, oh crap. And so I'm trying to fold up this huge sheet of canvas in my living room, and it was just hilarious. And I finally got it, and the cats are jumping on it. I'm like, oh, if the cats tear this and it's brand new out of the box, I'm going to be so mad. And yeah, that was Phoebe. Phoebe is the softest cat you'll ever see, and she was in the video. I started doing the video, and she just would not come out. And I thought, well, I'll do the video. I'll ad-lib when I get to that point. And I don't know if you noticed, but when I hold up the Naomi Spec stuff, you'll hear, if you have headphones on or if you got your sound up, you'll hear the cats suddenly start fighting. And then when I bring down the sheets, she's gone. So it's just like a vanishing act. She's there, I hold up the sheets, I bring the sheets down, and she's gone. I thought, oh, I didn't even notice that till I was like editing it together, and it was just so cute. And so I just carried out, like, oh, fine, she's out. I'm going to put this in here now. But so, no, I did not lock the cat up in the desk. And that is a desk. It is a vintage desk. It's very, very old. That key, it didn't come with a key. So what I had to do is I took one of my keys, because I have probably 100 keys, and skeleton keys. And I had to get one with a hollow end. And then I took a Dremel. And, of course, I've been practicing lock picking. And this is just a very simple old lock. I took my Dremel and I kept putting it in there, and I'd Dremel a little bit off. I'd put it in there and I'd Dremel a little bit off. So finally I had a key that worked in the lock, and so that was an experience. And I really love that old, I've always wanted an old flip top desk, and it's like a banker's desk, and it's probably 100 years old. The cabinet next to it that was commented on, that cabinet, believe it or not, and then this is something I enjoy. But that cabinet was bought the day I was born. It's a wardrobe cabinet. It has 2 drawers on the bottom. It has one side full of drawers and one side full of area where you can hang stuff up at. I've literally had that since the day I was born. It used to have like a little table and a crib that went with it. The crib, I'm not sure what happened to that, but table got burned up in a fire, and but I still got that dresser, and I call it a dresser. It's a wardrobe, but I still got it. It was purchased in 1964 on December 14th, and that was the day I was born. And it's just kind of a neat thing I have. And the other right behind that, you can't see it, but right behind that is a bed that I have. It was the first bed I've had, and people always make fun of me because I sleep in this little tiny twin bed. But I've had that bed since as early as I can remember. That was one of the first beds I've ever had. And a twin bed. I live alone, and I always will be alone. So I don't need a big fat bed to roll around in. And I rarely ever sleep in the bed. I sleep on the floor. My bones feel better when I sleep on the floor. So that's it. That's a little tour of my apartment. But yeah, that's cherry wood. It's in nice condition. The only thing that's changed over the years is I put different hinges on it and different handles, and but it's pretty much exactly as it was 55 years ago. So hopefully my kids won't just throw that in the dump when I die. It'll be a keepsake. It's got some. It's just so well. They built stuff back then. They built stuff to last. It wasn't buy it and take it home, put it together. This was built by real artisans, and they wanted this to last a lifetime, and it has. It's literally lasted a lifetime. So anyway, I digress. So I'm going to be in Denver Wednesday. I don't know. My schedule is very chaotic. I have no idea where I'm going to be. I'm going to play it by ear. There's at least 3 sites I have to visit, and a couple sites I want to visit, and a few sites that have nothing to do with the hunt, where I can get strombolis and canoe and these apple. I can't even describe it, but they're these great big apple donuts, and they're just so good. And I just hope they still make them. And I'm going to stock up on all that stuff, because when I go to the desert, that's what I'm going to live off of. I'll get like a case of water and all that good stuff. So yeah, I don't know if I can meet up with anybody. Like I said, my schedule is chaotic, and I can't really meet you where I'm going to be, because that'll give stuff away. But I do plan on going to. I'm not going to go inside the museum, the Denver Museum of Natural History. But there is, I might just stop there and go sit on the grass and just take a breather for a while. If it's not storming, if it's not raining or something. So, like, if you see a car, it's a green car with some stickers on it, and you all know. The thing that makes my car different from all the other elements is that on my front fenders, there's little LED lights. There's there's green and yellow, and there's a switch by each one. You can turn each one on and off. No other car has that. I put that on there myself for a specific reason, and that's how you can tell mine, is because they got these weird lights on my fender, and they're on whether the car's on or off. And you'll recognize the stickers. You'll be like, "Oh, that's got to be Randy's car." So if you see my car at the Denver Museum, I don't know what time of day I'll be there. And like I said, if it's raining, that might throw a whole curve in it. And I might go walk around down by the cannons. I like that area. So, I mean, if you're hanging out down there and you see it, and you see a big fat man walking around, I guess I could say hello, but I can't really plan on when I'm going to be there. So I'll try. This is what I'll try to do. I'll try to do some live streams from that area, and maybe give some updates as to where I am, and then if you're in the neighborhood. Anyway, it's going to be fun. The only thing I can think of is if I fall into a deep sleep. I know last time I slept for 6 hours when I only intended to sleep for less than an hour, and that like really threw my schedule off. So, if something like that happens and I don't get to Denver till noon, or something weird, um, I don't know. That doesn't leave me much time to do what I want to do because I want to hit the road to the desert like Wednesday night if I can. If I have to, I'll just pull into a Walmart and sleep. I don't know if that's safe, but I'll find a place to sleep in Denver and uh, go from there, I guess, and maybe leave in the morning on Thursday. Uh, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. It's an update. That's the story of the gold coin. It's the story of the furniture, the cat. I think I covered all the bases. So um, anyway, I got some work. I don't know if you can see this. I got my cart all loaded up and ready to go. I'm just waiting for the time. I have to turn my phone on at precisely 11, so I'm waiting for 11 o'clock. That's when my shift starts. Uh, and then tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to talk to my relief today. I'm going to be like, you get here early as you can. I'm leaving as soon as you get here. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So anyway, take care. I'm losing my voice. And you can see I shaved my beard off and I cut my hair. Just in case I get ticks all over my face, I can find them. That's really the only reason. And plus, when you're camping, I might go a day or two without a shower and my hair gets all greasy and matted. I can just throw my hat on, and with my hair longer, it like all sticks out from my hat, like Bozo the Clown. So this way, I can put my hat on and it doesn't all stick out. And plus, I can find all the bug bites and stuff. So, and snake bites. I got bit by a snake once. Man, it laid me out. It was just like someone tased my leg. It was quite the incredible experience. But I didn't die, so there's that. So we'll see how it goes. I know that's rattlesnake country, so I've been in rattlesnake country before where like you look around and you just see snakes all around and you're like, what the F, man? There's just so many. I've seen more life in the desert than I have in the mountains. I swear to God. The little lizards and the frogs and the snakes and the turtles and all the reptiles, and there's birds and everything else, and it's just like in the forest you might see a squirrel, you might see a moose now and then, but you don't have to like watch where you step because you're literally walking on lizards. There's so many of them. Yeah, you're like, this is a desert, right? And there's just so much life there. So we'll see if it's like that. This is the desert down by La Junta where I experienced all this. So we'll see what the desert up north is going to be like in Nebraska. So it's going to be fun. And like I said, I'm so excited. And I'll take care. I'm going to upload this, and you guys take care and have a good night.